And we're back with another episode of Nefashuu's Pokemon White Wedlocke Challenge. Ah, yeah. Got the name right this time, so all is well. Though all is not well at all, because we've had some bad few episodes, man. We have 2 deaths so far, and we're only on episode 6. So this is our meager team at the moment. We've got Oxygen paired with Phosphorus. They each had different partners going into this. Oxygen had Potassium, and Phosphorus had Promethium, but they have both since passed away. So now they're paired together, and we have little old Polonium just chilling. So I need to train because I'm actually at a really high risk of not even getting to the second gym. The second gym itself is supposed to be really tough. We're in a bad way, man. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these guys level 16. I'll probably raise Polonium a bit. Don't know how much, because we can get a new encounter not too far from here. I think it's called Wellspring Cave. Now that could potentially have a partner, depending on what nature it has. If it isn't the correct nature, then we could be in for an interesting experience. But we're going to do some training first of all, just so that I know that I'm more safe than I am at the moment, because we definitely need it after last episode's horrific incident with Sharon. So I'm going to train, and I will be back as soon as I am done, and then we'll get going once again. Alright, that didn't take too long, not as long as the previous escapades, and we have Team Foxygen, there we go, that's a pretty cool team name. Team Foxygen are at level 16, I also got Polonium to level 14, just in case the worst happens, because we're not going to be using Polonium in battle until we find a partner for her. Hopefully that happens this episode, but we will find out, it depends how things go. But anyway, I happened to find an Ordino, or is it Ordino or Ordino? It's one of those 3 pronunciations. I managed to find one on this route, which I didn't know you could even do yet. I completely just accidentally stumbled into one, and it totally gained Polonium like a whole level. Now, Ordino are fantastic for training, and I think it's even coming up. You might even see it in this episode, sort of the main unlock for it all. That will make training so much easier and quicker for me. But I know that I think they get double slap at a higher level than the one I faced, so yeah. Anyway, we kind of have to help that small child, right? Because there's definitely some shenanigans going. Now, I know that you can take on these guys, but I'm going to see, before I take on this school, I'm going to follow Team Plasma. And we're going to try and catch a partner for Polonium, because then we can use Polonium in battle. So we're going to do this first before anything else. Bianca, you definitely could have done something by this point. Alright, I've got to be super careful. Hopefully, the fact that everyone's level 16 is good. I mean, it is better than it was before. I don't know if I want to go up there yet. I think I just want to go in here, because I think you have to fight alongside Sharon against Team Plasma. So I think Oxygen is the best bet here. Oxygen is really good defensively in comparison. 24 defense as opposed to 17. Even Polonium has higher... But regular defense. Polonium, your special defense is not great. But I'll tell you what, Polonium Super Luck is going to be pretty cool. And that attack is really good for stab as well. In fact, you have the highest... You'll probably have the highest attack, although you are an offensive nature. So I kind of hope that's the case. Anyway, let's get right down to this. They ran inside here. Proton, your Pokemon's HP is fine and you're ready to go, right? Yeah, no thanks to you. Then let's go. Okay, I guess we follow him. Oh, it's time. Huh. Could I encounter something here before I fight Team Plasma? It seems like it. And that's pretty anticlimactic to do that, but we'll see. I might do that, actually. Seems ridiculous. We're going to actually lead with Phosphorus. Because I think Phosphorus does less damage overall. This music is really dramatic. Actually, you have more attack than Oxygen. So we're going to do this. We're going to try and find a partner for Polonium first. This seems insane. I don't know if you can encounter anything here. I guess we'll give this a little bit of a go. I'm not having much luck with this. Maybe you can't... Oh, no, we can. Okay. Our encounter is a rock and roller at level 11. That's interesting. Now I know that Cut is not going to do much. Now, these things tend to have Sturdy as well, so I might even be able to Pursuit it and be fine. I don't know. Let's try Cut and see what happens. Oh, wow, yeah, okay. And it has Harden. I should really just Pursuit it. I don't think it's going to knock it out. But, you know... Actually, it might be worth switching to Oxygen and using Tackle. And whittling it down that way. Because we're not going to affect Sturdy now. Ow, you gross thing. Why would you do this? Alright, Oxygen, you're going to need to Tackle. Definitely don't Water Gun it. That would be bad. I did so little. Like, how much is Tackle doing from Rock and Roller? Oh, okay. Should we just try for a ball at it? Let's try a Pokeball. See if there's any success to be had. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we did it. Alright, cool. Now, it is important to note that this Rock and Roller may not necessarily be the partner of Polonium because it depends on its nature. So there's a 2 in 5 chance that I get an offensive-natured Rock and Roller, which means Rock and Roller would have to stand alone. However, if it is either defensive or neutral, which is a 3 in 5 chance, then it will be Polonium's partner, and we'll finally have a same-gender pair. But we'll find out. The Mantle Pokemon? They were discovered 100 years ago in an earthquake fissure. Inside each one is an energy core. Oh man, that sounds really dangerous. Cool. I don't think I've ever really used one of these things. Now, what elements begin with W? W? Ah, where did W come from? Wagon Roller? I don't know. Okay, I'm having a look through my names, and I can't immediately see anything beginning with R. Ah, I found one. And I guess you're kind of elementy, so maybe there's something more relevant than this. But we're going to go with Rubidium. I'm sure there's other names that may be more suited. But I like sticking with the first letters being the first sort of letter of the name as well as the element. Now, before I hit OK, just want to make sure that is the correct spelling. Rubidium. Okay. Now, I'm sorry, Team Plasma, we'll have to wait. Now, the moment of truth. Is Rubidium a pair of Polonium? Nope! Rubidium, you are your own Pokemon. Oh my goodness. You have really, really good attack and defense. But you are not paired. What the heck? Wow, okay, this... a bit of a game changer. So, that's ridiculous. The good thing about you is you can't be knocked out in one hit. That's pretty nifty. And we'll probably have to train you as well. But I suppose whilst we're here, we should probably do what we came here to do and take on Team Plasma. Although we do need to heal, so I'm going to do that first, and then we'll be right back. You know, the fact that I have an offensive Rock on Roller is actually pretty funny. Oh man, and I mean, Polonium's supposed to be defensive as well, and they're both offensive. What is this? I could rearrange my pairs, like, well, that's sort of a thought that would come to mind, but that's not how Wedlocks work. Because these two are paired already, I can't de-pair them. So, this is the way it has to be. I have to hope that I find a neutral, or I haven't found a single defensive Pokemon. What is going on? Oh boy, okay, well, you know, you might not be so bad for this normal gym, actually. What I'm hoping is that we can... I think there's one more chance to get a Pokemon before the gym. We're actually going to check the town map out. How weird is that? So, we've got Nacrene City. And then there's Pinwheel Forest. So you can get something outside of the forest, which also counts as Pinwheel Forest. And I think you might be able to get some fighting types even, which would be really awesome. But we'll have to deal with that when we get to it. But for now, we should probably help this small child out. And we're going to put Oxygen back in for front. And we'll be good to go. Oh man, this team is a mishmash of madness. Okay, let's do this thing. Proton, this bothersome bunch doesn't really list a reason. The child cannot use a Pokemon to its full potential. Doesn't that make the Pokemon sad? Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. It's the same thing for all your Pokemon, so hand them over to us now. Better yet, we'll just take them. I mean, yeah, I suppose there's a great moral lesson here. I'm putting my Pokemon's lives in danger for the sole purposes of a Nuzlocke challenge. I thought we were double battling. I guess we're not. Alright, now, this thing can no bide. Let's remember this. What we're going to do is focus energy. I know, right? We're actually using this move. Ooh, that's ugly. Actually, I think this thing doesn't know Tackle. I think it's going to only know Bite as an attacking move, so maybe we should use Phosphorus. That would be pretty neat. Okay, now it's going for Bide. Also, apparently these things have Keen Eye, as I found out. Potentially. So we're going to use Growl? Whilst it's biding its time. So that works. Alright, so now we can Pursuit. Oh yeah, and Phosphorus totally learned Pursuit, by the way. So it has a same type attack bonus move, and everything is right with the world. And for some reason I find that sound really funny. Alright, we did it. Whoa, whoa, come on now. I'm shocked to lose against a little kid. Yeah, man, have you never seen a Pokemon game before? That's kind of par for the course. What? How could we lose when we have right on our side? Not bad, Proton. Okay, go return the Pokemon to that girl. You don't need to return it. Oh, hey, buddy. How troublesome. Not only do you fail to understand, but you actually got in our way to boot. You're in my way, sir. There's two of you and two of us. We'll show you our combined power and teach you that we are right. So, there were more of them. Still, why are Pokemon robbers acting so self-righteous? Proton, we've been friends our whole lives. Yeah, I might have to give a rain check on that one, buddy. We've got each other's back when it counts. Let's show them how it's done. Alright, you better help me out here, Sharon. Don't make me carry this team. It's clones! A Patriot and a Patriot. That's interesting, because these things can both bide. That's a good point. If it uses bide, and if Snivy attacks, who do they hit? Don't really know the answer to that question. Let's use focus energy and see what happens. Okay, that thing's going for detect. Alright, we're fine. Let's see what this Snivy does. You jerk, Snivy, I hate you so much. You have experience taking down Patrat. Now the question is, do we go for it? Or do we Tail Whip, maybe? Or Tail Whip? They're not going for Bide. Interesting. I want to see who this Snivy attacks. Oh man, I'm getting bad flashbacks. Ow. Okay, so I think now we can take down this Patrat. Bloop. I know, I used Leer and Water Gun. What are you gonna do? Alright, now it's just a case of going for this Patrat. Ow! I can't overstate how good this music is. Oh, it's going for Bide. And this thing can detect, so this is actually pretty bad. Or not. Nice one, Oxygen. You got the crit. Whew. Plasma, what did we lose? I cannot believe that Team Plasma lost to such kids. Well, you better get used to it. That's what I'm going to say. In order to liberate Pokemon from foolish people, we will take their Pokemon. Seems legit. Whatever. What a waste of time. Come on, what reason could possibly justify stealing Pokemon from people? Pokemon trainers like you are making Pokemon suffer, man. What do you mean, trainers making Pokemon suffer? You know exactly what they mean, Sharon. I don't get that at all. We'll give you back the Pokemon, but be aware of how this Pokemon suffers for being used by people. Someday, open your eyes to your own complicity. He has no name, he's just Team Plasma. Trainers bring out their Pokemon strength. Pokemon believe in their trainers and respond to that. I don't understand what about that makes Pokemon suffer. Okay, Proton, I'll return the Pokemon. Are you claiming the credit? I see what you're doing here. We may as well explore the rest of this cave. Let's... I know we have a repel somewhere. So we're going to use it. I can't believe we haven't. We've got 2 unpaired Pokemon. This is ridiculous. What a tough start we've had. Oh! Ah, we could have got like a Drillbur maybe. Ah well, it's done now. Hey, that's pretty neat. TM46 Thief. I'm sure that at the very least, Phosphorus can learn that. He is only power 40. Oh, I thought Polonium might be able to too, but I guess not. Now, what's better, Pursuit or Thief? I think Pursuit is better for now, but Thief could be pretty good. I don't know why my voice just broke then. Thief could be good if we come up against a gym and they have berries, I guess. Wait, Polonium can learn Work Up? That's really bizarre. Let's do that. What's better, Growl or Leer? I think because you're offensive, you'd probably make, in terms of lore, you'd be better with Leer, Polonium, I think. Oh man, this team is so strange. We're basically going to have to rely on Oxygen and Phosphorus doing some damage. I think it is even worth, firstly, getting this item. That'd be pretty worth it. It's probably worth... In fact, I'm going to go and heal. What we're going to do, we're going to go back and get that item. And then we're hello. Please don't fight me. Proton, thank you so much. The 2 of you got our Pokemon back. I'm lucky to have friends like you two. Thank you, mister. Please take these as a thank you present. Berries, please. Oh, I guess I should be grateful. Ooh, those are heal balls. They completely heal the captured Pokemon on the spot. How sweet of you. I'm going to see this girl on her way, so see you later, Proton. Bye now. I mean, I'm coming your way. And they've gone magically. What is this? Oh, man. So I think I want to take on these guys when I have the Pokemon to do so. I don't see any point in doing it with Oxygen or Phosphorus. Oh, man. We're finding all sorts of those now. We can actually train pretty well. Guys, should we train... both... Well, I guess we could train both Polonium and Rubidium. What I'm going to do... Let's have a check. I'm going to go down to the woods today. Maybe not. I'm going to go down to this route. Because if there are Ordino here, I may as well just train these guys to level 16 as well. We're going to see if they pop up. Because apparently things are just popping up all over the place. Ah, man. So, I don't know how many of you guys have played Gen 5, but this is very nostalgic. Going back and basically the best method of training is running next to the grass for a long period of time. Aha! So this is what happened. I don't know if you can actually get anything other than Ordino on this route, so I should probably keep that in mind, huh? We're going to lead with Polonium just to be on the safe side, because we're going to train them both up anyway. So basically, these rustling patches of grass, you can find rarer Pokemon. And in most cases, it will be Ordino. And Ordino is fantastic for XP. I'll demonstrate, hopefully, to you just how good that is. And I think at this level they don't have Double Slap yet, which could actually be pretty dangerous. But I know eventually, when they reach a certain level, that they don't even have any attacking moves. So you can definitely just train and not even worry about fainting or anything. Alright, so let's see how much this gives. Up to 55. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. The last one actually gave like 300 odd, but that's because that was totally a level 7 Ordino. So I don't really know what range you have here. Ah, there's more. Let me face it. Nah, you fool. I suppose that's the downside, is that this could potentially happen. Oh man. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to train these guys to level 16 as well. Now remember, they're not on a pair, so I have to train them separately. So I need to be wary that Chrobidium can take it, because your speed is not going to be high, so you're not going to be able to run from anything. Wait, what do you have as attacks? Did you have tackle? You have headbutt! Wow! Nice one, Rubidium. I guess the other downside about Chrobidium is that I can't evolve Chrobidium all the way into a Gigalith because I have no means of trading Boldor, so I have to keep that in mind. But having said that, Chrobidium would be pretty useful against the next gym. I don't think there's any chance that you can actually be in a pair, but I mean, if the worst happens, we have Chrobidium to hand to take the hits on. So that's good. Anyway, this could take a while, so I'm going to do a little bit of training, and then I'll be right back. Oh right, that did not take too long at all. Man, Ordino, so good, especially after suffering through training in my Leaf Green Wedlocke challenge. My goodness, Chrobidium, you're probably going to be the most offensive Pokemon that we've ever known. At least it's the speed that's decreased, because you're never going to need that anyway. Look at that attack and defense, so good. And it's also fantastic that you can survive a one-hit KO, potentially. Oh man, happy days. And Polonium, you hit pretty hard as well, and you learned Air Cutter. Also, Chrobidium learned Rock Blast, so I feel like we've slightly recovered, though the fact that I have 2 unpaired Pokemon is still not great. Some may say that I'm over-leveling for the upcoming area. I say, if you've suffered 2 deaths at this stage, I'm not taking any more risks. Now, let's go and grab whatever this item is. And I think there's a trainer up here. Pretty much can only use this pair anyway, Oxygen and Phosphorus. The others are kind of just for backup. We'll see how it goes. Oh man, a wild Pokemon. What? That would have been cool. Can I run from this thing? I sure hope so, Oxygen. Wow, that would have been different. Oh man, I know that's there now. Hi there. Your Pokemon look quite good. Would you show me how you've been training them? Yes, on Ordino. We just have to run around a lot. That's the downside. Sometimes you gotta wait a long time for something to appear. Also, you have 3 Pokemon. So this could be interesting. And this thing will know Bide at this level, so let's get the old Focus Energy up. Oh, it's going for Leer though. That's no good. Maybe you want to switch. Do you guys think we should go for it? I feel like we can do it. Oh yeah, that's fine. We should probably switch out after this though. Oxymogen. Let's get a water gun going. It didn't go for Bide after all. Alright. Oh, and a crit. Okay, fair enough. And a Lillipup. Well, we are Leered twice, so let's use Phosphorus. I really want to use my other team members, but I'm not risking that. There's no way. I feel like Rubidium could probably handle a lot of these things though, but I mean if we came up against... I know the elemental monkeys start appearing, so if they start coming out of Pansage and Panpour, it would be a bad time if we only had Rubidium out. Alright, can you take this tackle pretty well? Oh, that's fine. Pursuit! I also realised that Ordino also have a lot of Oran berries, so you might want to farm those, Phosphorus. And a P-Dove. Okay. We'll go back to Oxygen. Because Oxygen, something important is going to happen to you very soon, and I'd quite like that to happen this episode. I don't know how long this episode is already, but I feel like the last episode is pretty short, so I don't mind if this one runs a little bit long. Although, who knows? Wow, that was a weird sound. Do you know Quick Attack at this point? I don't think you do, P-Dove, so we're just going to tackle and be done with you. And another crit when you didn't need it. Why? Oh, I see. You've trained them by travelling together. Pretty much. I mean, what other choice was there? Please, let your precious Pokemon have this. Oh, speaking of Oranberries, thank you, random lady. I guess when Pokemon and trainers spend that much time together, they naturally understand each other. Well, they have not got much choice. Oh, and a Repel, huh? Now, I'm very wary that we fought Sharon, and so Bianca's going to come back at some point. It might be worth... No, I feel like we should be confident. Now, there's a trainer here. Let's see what you have. Now I get to show off everything I've learned in the trainer school. I've come to realise that these guys might also have Blitzel. Oh my goodness. Really? Okay. Now, will this thing know many electric attacks? That's the thing. Okay, come on, Phosphorus. Will we pay for my errors? Okay, let's go for Quick Attack. Ugh! Oh, that was a crit, that's fine. But we have to use a healing item. We've got 4 potions. I don't know if this thing hits too hard, but I also have no idea. No! Okay, this is bad. Man, there's no point using Sand Attack, is there? Because it has Shockwave. We're going to pursue Phosphorus. See how much it does. Oh, that's good. That's not so good. That's pretty bad. Oh, your special defense throws? That's fine. Let's pursue. Okay. Oh, my heart is going a mile a minute. Oh, that could have been bad. That is why we trained level 16. Because it's level 13 Blitzel, and that is the cue to go back and heal. Let's never be that cocky again. Oh, this game, man. There's no messing around. Considering I can just farm Oranberries at this point, it's almost worth sticking Oranberries on these guys. I feel like I should do that. Because apparently, they're just really tough Pokemon in this game. We're going to keep Oxygen up in front though. Hopefully the trainers aren't as bad as that on the majority. Oh, it's Sharon. And an Antidote, which could be quite useful. I don't think Poison murders you in this game like it does in previous games. Hey, jerk. Proton, stop! That dark tall grass over there. Every now and again, 2 Pokemon will pop out at the same time. In other words, you have to be careful in the darker grass. I'm heading to the Queen City. Cool. Cool story. We are not going in there. Not yet. Not yet. What we are going to do is face you. Even if Pokemon have not been fully trained, they can show their potential depending on their trainer's style. Well, my style is very conservative. But what do you have? A Woobat? Okay. I'm not as worried of this thing as I am of Blitzel, but we should still be careful because I don't really know what this thing has at this level. We are going to Water Gun though. Ooh. That could be bad. Oh, absolutely, that's absolutely fine. Actually, we should switch to Phosphorus here, because Phosphorus has a super effective move. And also will resist any psychic attacks this thing may have. And also Rat Move, because it's Dark type. Let's pursue Phosphorus. We could have got a Woobat in Wellspring Cape, but I'm very happy with Rubidium. Oh yeah, level 17. And Razor Shell, yeah man. Okay, it'll probably be better than Water Gun. I mean, it is better than water gun, but I can't remember if you're... I mean, you're neutral nature, so... We're just going to get rid of water gun. With Razor Shell. Excellent. Take that, Marsha, you small child. And it's time. Oxygen. You're about to grow into your prepubescent form. Is that even the right terminology? I don't care, but we're finally evolving a Pokemon, and we sorely need this. Ah, yeah. Your Oxygen evolved into Dupe. Dupe is so cool. I actually really like Dupe. I might even prefer Dupe to Servine. Well, I do at the moment, anyway. Bad memories. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to use you at some point, Oxygen, in your new form, but we're going to put Fossil back up. And I don't know that there's much more to this route. There might be one more trainer. And there's also an item down here. Let's get it. After we find a Pokemon of some description, it's a Pidove. We already have one of you. We have Polonium. So this is... Ooh, I did not mean to do that. Run away! Alright, what's this item? More berries would be nice. Great Ball is good too, actually. I'll take it. Is this a trainer up here? We'll find out. It's best to use what you have learned in order to master it. I mean, yeah. Of course, Gina. Another Patrat. These things can be interesting, although I think this is at a level where it doesn't know Tackle. That's pretty good. Let's... Growl? I was going for Bide. Biding its time. Alright, we're going to ground this thing's face. This is at a level I can deal with. If we can stick to level 12s, I'll be fine. Though I suppose this should be a good test for the normal gym, which, oh my goodness, I'm kind of worried about it. But I'm confident now that we have Oxygen evolved. Hey, you jerk. And Phosphorus, I don't remember if you evolve at level 20 or any higher. But that would be pretty cool. Have a Lipard round. Good job. And a Purloin. Well, Oxygen, it's time to use you in your new mode. Aw, yeah. It's going to be pretty weird taking out a Purloin, but it must be done. I suppose I really should switch Razor Shell up to the appropriate location. Boom! Heck yeah! Nice one. What can you learn by losing? I feel like there's a eureka here for me. Well, I mean, your Pokemon's dead now, so I don't know how applicable that knowledge is going to be from now on. Let us switch Razor Shell. Actually, let's check your stats out. Okay, your special attack is higher, but it's pretty much the same. So, you have pretty good attack. Actually, Rubidium has higher attack. What? Although Oxygen is more balanced, for sure. Oh boy. Phosphorus, the most thing I'm worried about, you have pretty good speed, but your defenses... I'll end them down. Well, my team is too offensive. It's way too offensive. I need more defensive things. More items, eh? An awakening. I am awakened. I see the light now. More trainers. Oh, and an Ordino. I think it's an Ordino. I'm not going to risk it because it could have double slap. Instead, let's face this guy. With some very jolly music. I was just thinking about a new battle strategy. Were you now? Well, let's see how useful that is. Edgar. A Pidove. Alright, I'm again very happy with level 12, though this thing knows quick attack at this point. Gotta keep that in mind. And it could have super luck. That is also something I have to keep in mind. Alright, it's going for quick attack. Ooh, okay. We're fine. Now that did 10 damage. So, we can pursue again. Okay, that did 9 damage. Oh yeah, we have Womberries. Kind of a waste, but again, we can farm them, so it's okay. We've got this. Yeah, we'll go for one more pursuit. Nice. Good job, Phosphorus. And a Rock and Roller. Well, I know just the thing for this. Oxygen. Now, you're about to see the downside of a Rock and Roller. The perils of being weak to water, although it could use Rock Blast because it has Sturdy. I'm not going to knock it out with this. Yeah. Oh, it even got a crit. But it went for Harden. It was just way too scared of Oxygen. And that's understandable. I'm about to tackle you to death. How do you feel about that, Rug and Roller? Oh, and another crit, and it what? What is going on, Oxygen? Today you've just... It seems like you have the vengeance in your eyes. And of all kinds of things. Like if you walk through the swaying tall grass, you might find a cool Pokemon. Or, I don't know. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. I'm recording this way in advance. I have a really good backlog of episodes, actually. In fact, episode 3 is not even out at the time that I'm recording this episode, episode 6. Hello, trainer. I think potions are important for a trip. I agree entirely. I should have bought more Pokeballs. A Pokemon I wanted to catch just came out and I missed it. Oh, man. Luckily, I haven't had that happen yet. I've had many other terrible things happen, but not that. Hi, I have some questions for you. If you want to play, which do you prefer, outside or at home? Yeah, I'm pretty reclusive. I see, I see. Then which one are you interested in? The thing everyone knows or the thing no one knows? Oh yes, the thing no one knows. That's what you least expect. I'd say you were quite relaxed. Cool. What was the purpose of that? Ah, yeah. Oh, we don't have to face you again, right? That can't be. There's no way. I'm going to put Oxygen in front anyway. Now, don't worry. I know that you fight N before you enter the gym. I'm aware of that. We're not going to do that this episode. Come with me a sec. If I must. What on earth could you be leading me into this time? If you go straight from there, there's a Pokemon Center, thanks. And use these if you want. Oh, hey! I actually appreciate that, thank you. Give your Pokemon a chest or buried a hole. Then if it ever falls asleep, it'll wake up immediately. Oh, and another piece of advice. Now Queen's Gym uses normal types. If you have a Flying type Pokemon, it might give you a big advantage. True. Now, that's actually quite useful, because in the gym, there's definitely a Watchog that has Hypnosis. So we're going to have to deal with that. That could be interesting. But that is for future me to worry about, because I definitely need to end the episode here, because I don't know how long it's been going for, but I also need to go food shopping. Shops are definitely closing in under an hour's time, and I'm not even dressed, so I should probably do that. Anyway, until then, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Toodles!